You are, aren't you?
Tina.
You are.
No, Tina. Tina, I am not going to leave you.
Yes, you are.
No.
Don't lie to me.
No. I could never leave you. You mean way too much to me to do that. Ever, Tina. Ever.
Oh my God, what are we doing? You're my brother. I can do it. I'm gonna walk to him. He's gonna be so surprised. I can do it. I can do it.
Okay, now that we've got the right...
Oh, gosh. Oh.
What up? You all right?
Oh. Yeah. Don't fuss over me. I'm all right.
Sure?
Yeah, just...
Get out of your chair.
Oh, just... Well, why does it look like I was trying to walk to you? I wanted to surprise you like you surprised me. It was a dumb idea.
Listen, try it again. Right now, just try it again.
I don't know. And I want you to forget it.
Don't you dare tell me what I can and cannot do, you of all people.
Dad!
You have no right to tell me anything. You are a total and complete disgrace, a disaster. And where do you get off with the arrogance to tell me that I should help because you're
All
my
I meant
son?
was that most fathers...
I told you this before, but maybe you just don't have enough brains to remember. You're not my son. You have ruined my life, and I want nothing more to do with you. Nothing. Now get out of here. Just get away or I'll call the security.
Dad. Oh my God. Dad. Oh, Dad. Oh, my God. God. Oh, my God. It's okay. It's all right. I'm right here, okay? I'm gonna get help. I'm gonna get help! Help! Somebody help me! It's my dad! Help me! Dad! Help! Help me! Somebody help. What's the matter? It's my dad. I think he's having a heart attack. He needs a doctor. He needs to go to the emergency room, all right? I'll go get a stretcher, all right?
Okay, what's your father's name?
Peter Manning.
Okay, just try to breathe slow and easy.
I'll do that, all right?
Peter, okay, we'll get you help in just a few minutes.
You hear that, Dad? They're gonna get help, all right? Everything's gonna be okay. And I'm right here, all right? It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. I'll be all right. It's okay.
You know, Marty, you didn't have to come here to roadies with me.
No problem.
I'm fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm gonna be okay.
You still look like you're in shock.
It's hard to believe. I told Rebecca it's all over.
Sure it is?
Yeah, it is.
You mean to tell me that if she came walking through that door right now and begged you for a second chance...
It wouldn't work out, Marty. Like I said, deep down, Rebecca loves Todd. I don't know why, but she does.
Yeah, she does seem to lose it every time he's around.
That's why I had to end it now.
You know, I really can't get Rebecca. I mean, any person that would become emotionally involved with Todd Manning, I think we're talking serious emotional problems here, Powell.
Maybe. No matter what I do, though, even if I put all the blame on her, I call her twisted, sick, whatever, it doesn't make me feel any better, you know?
I know.
Marty,
What?
I really appreciate your hanging out with me like this. There's no reason why you should. It's got to be hard for you to even care.
Well, I think we both need to try to get over what happened, you know?
I'm trying. It keeps coming back.
Sure does. Look, the truth is we all would be a lot better off if Todd Manning had stayed where he belonged. In prison.
Well, darling, I didn't hire you to girl watch.
Oh, hi, Rhodey.
Although, if a guy had time for that sort of thing, Marty Saybrook's definitely worth watching. But when you're working for Rhodey, we work now. Did the new pop come in yet?
Right there.
Oh, good. God, we're losing profits having to go with beer in bottles.
Well, I'll tell you what, when it slows down, I'll install it.
You can do that?
Install a pump? Yeah, I've done it before. They have pumps on ships, too, you know.
All right, those good old merchant marines.
Yep, see the world and learn how to install pumps.
Well, what else did you do while you traveled the world, sailor?
Not much.
You know, it's funny about some guys. They do a little traveling, and they come back with this thing in their eyes. It's kind of a sad thing. So you ask them a question so that you can sort of open them up, but they just shrug and close down.
Oh, yeah?
Sure makes me glad I never traveled the 7 seas. But anyway, this is great. Look, if you can put that pump in, it's going to save me $40, so it makes me real glad I hired you.
Max, I'm sorry. I know you just want me to get better. I didn't mean to bite your head off like that.
Forget it. You sure you're okay?
Yeah, I'm just embarrassed.
Then why don't you give it another try?
No, I don't want to try walking, not now.
Okay.
Could you help me get up?
I would love to. Yeah.
Oh, boy. Ah.
There you go.
Well, nothing like falling on the floor to make your clothes all messed up.
You look fine. You look better than fine.
You know, it was real stupid what I did. You know, I know I took a step with you, but Brent, my therapist, told me if I did any more, it would take a lot of work and in a long time.
Or you could be wrong. You could be ready for it right now.
Oh, well, I know. Max Brent is a physical therapist. He does this with people all the time.
Yeah, but I thought you said you two weren't simpatico on a lot of things. I mean, maybe he's just not on your wavelength, you know?
Well,
Luna, come on. Hey, quit beating yourself up about this. It's good that you tried. It's good that you believe you can do it. I know you can. I know you can walk again. I know it.
Max,
Please.
that dinner you bought, it sure does smell yummy. Don't you want to try it before it gets too cold?
The dinner will keep. This is important.
Max,
Now, please, I've got to say this, all right? I think you're ready. Maybe more ready than you know. You can walk, Luna. You just need the perfect environment now. Someplace you feel safe and protected. Where everything you know and love is there for you, huh?
Yeah.
Come on.
No, we've been
Now
over
come back
this.
to
We've been
Serenity
over it
Springs.
again.
Come on, please. I'll help you pack your bags. We'll do it tonight.
No.
Luna, please.
No, and I want you to forget about
No,
it.
I'm not going to forget it. I'm not going to let you pull away from me. Not when we're this close.
Tina, wait. Just listen
I've got
to
to
me.
get out of here.
No, stay. It is all right.
No, it's not all right. What's the matter with you? I just kissed you. I just about... Oh, my God, my own brother.
Tina, listen to me. What happened just now?
Never should have happened.
What happened just now was simply a reaction. It was a natural reaction. You thought that I was going to leave you and go to Spain with the Condesa.
How did you even know her?
Then, when you realized that I was staying, you were happy. So you wanted to express your genuine gratitude that I was staying.
David, that was not a sisterly kiss.
Well, no.
No, it wasn't. It was real. It was a passionate kiss.
True, it was. Yes, it definitely was in the passionate category.
And that's wrong.
No. 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 You know where that kiss came from? That kiss came from the fact that we didn't grow up together, Tina. I mean, think about it. You and I, we've only known each other a few short months, right? I mean, is it really so strange that we have feelings for each other? I mean, more than brother-sister feelings? Of course not. I mean, you're young. I'm young. We're both young. So is it really so strange to have feelings? We're bound to have feelings, right? Okay, yes, the flip side. I see the flip side. If we had been raised together, then yes, you are absolutely right. It would be wrong to be having these feelings. But Tina, we weren't raised together.
No.
So it's not unnatural at all.
You don't think so?
Absolutely not. Acting on those feelings, now, well, that would be wrong. But having those feelings...
Yeah. Yeah, well, you're probably right. There's nothing wrong with having feelings.
Right, it's human.
As long as we don't act on them.
We can feel anything we want.
And there's nothing disgusting or evil about that, right?
Right. I mean, we're human. You know, we're alive. We are bound to...
You know, David, I don't figure things out as fast as you do, so... I need some time to think.
Tina,
I'll talk to you later.
No,
Bye.
It's all right. You don't... God, why do I have to wonder so much?
You seem disappointed. Were you hoping I was someone else?
No, really, I am fine. I think I just need a little time to myself, I guess.
Okay. You take care. I'm gonna go get a refill. Bye-bye.
Bye.
How do you feel about me, pal?
I think about you all the time. If you ask me what I've done or where I've been, there's nothing else. Just you. I keep flying down to find love. I fly, hoping she will see me. Can you see me, Rebecca?
I've been searching a long time. Someone exactly like you. I've been traveling all around the world, waiting for you to come through. Someone like you, make it all worthwhile. Someone like you, keep me satisfied. Someone exactly like you.
Asleep, I sing my soul out,
Someone exactly
leap and shout.
My
My
song of love. Powell? Hello.
Hi.
I saw your car parked out, and I thought...
Look, Rebecca, we can't... There's no point to this,
Don't
all right?
walk away, please. I can't let it end like this. Couldn't we just talk in private? A few minutes?
All right, all right. Let's go.
Thank you.
No problem. Looking good.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Rhodey called me, and she said that Todd got his eviction notice. Thank you. Every little bit helps. Getting Todd away from us, or maybe even out of Landview, too.
Well, if it means anything, I'm all for it.
Thanks.
So, what else are you doing to help Todd along his way?
Well, I got him suspended from his job at the hospital. The female staff there really freaked out, knowing that the man who raped Alice is hanging around in the halls. And I got a petition drive going, asking the governor to revoke his pardon.
So how's it coming with the signatures?
Well, I've done pretty well at the hospital. Actually, tonight, I got a signature that could really prove important. Something I never thought I'd get, though.
Oh, yeah? Who's that?
Todd's father.
Clear the way. Watch out. This man's had an MI.
Give him a free. Go, go, go. Start a line. Give me enzyme. Stat. Hook him up to monitors. Bring a crash cart in here. Hey.
What are you doing here?
It's my father. I think he's had a heart attack.
I know who you are.
Yes, so.
You're Todd Manning. You were suspended from this
Yeah,
hospital.
but there's an emergency, and that's
You're
why.
not even allowed in this building. Get out.
My father's had a heart attack. He could be dying. Now, I'm not going anywhere. Now, get the hell out of my face!
Am I interrupting some tete-a-tete?
No, Dorian, you're not. But it is late, so maybe some other time.
Oh, I think the time is just right. Thank you. Something came in the mail this morning that made me think of you.
Oh, really? Let me guess. Did my sister Vicky send you a postcard saying how much she loves Arizona? Did the Publishers Clearinghouse Prize Patrol show up?
It was a package of forwarded mail from the Statesville Correctional Facility for Women. You sprang to mind.
Well, I appreciate you coming by again and letting me know how much you appreciate me saving your butt.
I came by to make sure that you understand that I never, ever want to go back to that hellhole again.
Dorian, how many times do I have to tell you? The fact that we fabricated the evidence that set you free is a secret I will take to my grave. Dorian, everybody thinks that my mother, Irene Clayton, murdered my father, Victor Lord. Everybody thinks that you're an innocent lambkins, okay?
I wish I could believe you. I wish I could trust you.
But you don't.
No. For one thing, you have been behaving very strangely lately.
How so?
This idiotic job that you've taken at the hospital.
Maybe I need the money.
I offered you $1 million. All you needed to do was leave Landview.
Dorian, I already explained that. I didn't want to leave my family.
Oh, would you stop? Irene is not your mother. Victor is not your father. Can we please stop lying to each other when we're alone, David? You're an imposter.
Yes. But they don't know that. So as I said before, my family is here, and I like family. I'm a great believer in strong family values. Did I ever tell you that?
What is this?
Oh, that's something.
This is the late Conde de Alba's villa outside of Sevilla.
You know it?
Oh, yes. I stayed there several times while he was still alive. His daughter, the air brain, is now the Condesa. She's been in Philadelphia trying to unload this place. Wait a minute. Are you thinking about buying it? With what, David? This must be what? $1 million, $1.5 million? Are you going to do it on your salary as a, a clerk in the accounting department of the hospital? Or, remember, you don't get any money at all. You've given up all claim to Vicky's estate. All you've got is the $50,000 that I gave you for helping me. What's going on? What are you up to?
Luna, you can walk again. You know it, and I know it.
No.
And the best place for you to do that is Serenity Springs. Come on, please.
Oh. Would you listen to me? Now, there's a lot more to me moving back to Serenity Springs than just where I'm going to be doing my therapy. I think what you really want is for us to get back together.
Of course I do.
Well, that's not going to happen. I'm not ready for that now.
Luna, I mean, the last few days, you and
I know what you're thinking, and I've been dreaming the same dreams, too, but they're just fantasies.
No, they're not.
Listen to me. I want you to listen to me. This is hard for me to say, but I got to say it. These last few days, you being here with me and helping me take that step, well, I started to think we didn't have any problems anymore. But we do. The gambling. And I know, I know you're doing everything you can to fight that addiction. And I'm talking about all the gambling, the lying and the stealing and Blair and the accident. Well, I started to push all that out of my mind. But when I fell, I don't know, I think all of it came tumbling down with me. And I realized I cannot forget about that. I guess all I'm trying to say is we're going too fast. We gotta take it slow.
No. Look, you had a fall, okay? It's left you a little depressed. Listen, why don't we enjoy this meal I had sent up for us?
No, see, listen, I'm really sorry, Max. I am, but I need to be alone right now.
No. We need to be together. I'm going to make you see that somehow. Somehow.
Doctor, how's my dad, huh? He had a heart attack, right?
Yes, he suffered a mild myocardial infarction.
Yeah, but he's gonna be all right. I mean, he's not gonna die, is he? I mean, he looked awful. When we wheeled him in here, he couldn't breathe. He said he couldn't feel
Mr. Manning,
anything.
please calm down. He's conscious, he's been stabilized, and there's absolutely no reason to think...
See, I knew you were gonna pull through. I knew you were gonna be all right. I told you, right? So how you feeling?
Get out of my sight. I said, get out of
Dad,
my
hush
sight.
now, okay? Just hush. You need some rest, that's all. You get some rest, you're gonna feel a lot better, and then we can talk, okay?
I want you out. My God, the reason I'm even here is because of you.
Don't say that.
The doctors warned me about my heart.
It's okay, everything's
They
gonna
warned
be all right. It's gonna be okay.
Get out!
You're going to
How
have
many
to
times
leave
do I have to
now.
say it?
Immediately. Go on, out.
Just stop it, all right? Look, I don't need some witch telling me what to do every time I turn around. You got that?
Mr. Manning, you're going to have to leave now. You're disturbing your father.
I'm glad I found you. Because I know that in the past, when we've had arguments, no matter how bad they seemed, once we found each other, the sooner we talked it out, the sooner we...
Everything has been said this time, Rebecca.
Howell, I love you.
That's been said too, and I know you mean it. Look, I don't mean to be cruel, but... I never thought I'd say this. It doesn't matter.
But it does matter. You don't know how much you mean to me. You're the only person who's never lied to me. I know you love me. And I love you. Howell, I want to marry you. I want to spend the rest of my life with you.
That's not going to happen.
You can't do this. What do I have to say to prove that I love you? Just tell me.
That's the point, Rebecca. It's not what you say, it's what you do that counts. Everyone used to say I was this really nice guy, till I joined in and I raped Marty Saybrook. So I had to face up to some pretty ugly truths about myself. And I think maybe it's time that you did the same thing now.
I love you, that's the truth.
You're leaving something out, Rebecca. Don't you think it's time you faced your real feelings? The ones you have for Todd?
I just hope the governor takes the petition seriously.
Well, surely he will. I mean, he pardoned Todd on the petition from 2 little kids. You ought to count too.
He pardoned Todd because he wanted to appear to people that he was compassionate. Did you hear the ad campaign? You see it? It said, vote Camden, strong, honest, and compassionate. Now, we'll just have to see. Maybe after the election, his brain will be back where it belongs.
Well, good luck with it.
Thank you.
Now that you got all those signatures, do you think maybe you're gonna have some free time, or? Or remember we had talked about going out again sometime?
Dylan, I'd have to say no.
You're that busy, huh? That guy you're sitting with, your boyfriend?
Howell? No. No.
Are you seeing someone else, or? Marty. Are you seeing someone else, or?
You're a great guy. No, I mean it. You've been nothing but great to me, and I like you.
Well, then why don't you level with me?
Okay. There is someone else. Someone that someone I shouldn't even... It's a difficult situation, okay?
Yeah, it sounds like it.
So the thought of dating right now, I just can't. I'm sorry.
Your call.
Dylan?
Yeah?
I mean it. You really are a great guy. I just wish I'd met you at a different time in my life.
Yeah, you said that already. Good night, Marty.
I'm really not interested in answering a lot of questions right now.
David, you're going to.
Dorian, do you remember when we had a little conversation about being discreet? I really don't think that my family would appreciate
Oh, would you
yet
stop
another...
the act? I want to know what's going on.
I think I said it was late about 20 minutes ago.
Whoever it is, get rid of them.
Come in.
David, we need to talk about what... Oh, you're here again.
Hello, Tina, dear.
I thought you had finally stopped bothering my brother.
Oh, my goodness. After everything he did for me, saving my good name, he's never going to be far out of my thoughts. In fact, I'm planning on spending a lot of time with him as long as he remains in Landview. Oh, my, it's getting late, isn't it? I guess I better get going. Don't move, either one of you. I know the way out. Goodbye, Tina. Goodbye, David.
night.
I can explain about her. She
No,
thinks...
forget about Dorian. I'm not here to talk about Dorian. David, I've come to a decision.
Darling, how you been, kid?
Good gosh.
Yeah?
Brody, it's so good to see you. Gotta stand in line when you're back in town.
Yeah, I'm back for a while, but when you know, my first day back and I've got a 10 bar. I told you I had to get rid of Rocky, didn't I? Caught him with his hand in the till.
No.
Yeah, well, good riddance to garbage. But how do you like my new guy? Dylan Moody, Luna's brother. Is he gorgeous or what? He wasn't bothering you, was he? Because if he was bothering you, I mean, you know, one thing I don't need. Gorgeous is good, gorgeous is great. Wolves we don't need on the premises.
No. He's no problem. He's a great guy, really. Dylan is not my problem.
Well, hey there. How's the working man?
Good. You?
Oh, I'm fine.
Oh.
Anybody interested in show up at Rhodey's while you were working there?
Marty dropped by.
Oh, she did, huh? How's that going?
I don't think I'll be seeing much old Marty anymore.
Well,
What is all this? Oh, dinner for two, huh? Yeah.
you hungry?
No. What's going on?
Well, Max came by
And?
well, things have been going kind of fast, and, I started thinking.
What, you might get back together again?
Yeah. Then reality hit.
What do you do this time?
Oh, no, he didn't do anything. Dylan, you know what? I don't think I can trust my feelings anymore.
What do you mean?
Well, what if Max and I did get back together? And he started gambling again, or... Dylan, what if I can't walk?
You are gonna walk, darling.
What if I can't walk? What if Max and I get back together? And Blair shows up again, or some other Blair, and I don't think I could take it. I know I couldn't. I just can't do it.
You sound scared.
Oh, I am.
Well, that's funny, because when we were little, you weren't scared of anything.
Yeah, well, your big sister is plenty afraid, let me tell you. She's scared to death.
Dad. I miss Luna.
Me too.
Is she ever gonna come back home?
Don't worry. She's gonna come home. I promise she's gonna come home real soon.
Now, I've been thinking about, you know, what happened.
The kiss.
Yeah. That and plus all of those feelings we have for each other.
Right. Those feelings.
And I've decided you're right. They're perfectly normal.
Great. I mean, well, of course they are.
We practically just met, so why shouldn't we have these kind of normal, natural feelings for each other?
Oh, Tina, I think that is exactly...
But
what?
no one else can ever know how we feel.
They can't.
No. They wouldn't understand, David.
Yeah. I think I see your point.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, Vicky, I mean, Vicky would want to just talk about it and talk about it till we're just bored to death. And Oh, in court, I would just know Cord right off the bat. He would just start seeing red, and then he would talk about not having me around the kids.
Fine.
So,
it'll be our secret.
And Luna. Well, I'm just gonna have to stay away from Luna then. That's all there is to it, because nobody can lie to Luna. Not for long. And she certainly wouldn't understand the feelings that we have.
Okay. It'll be our little secret. Nobody else will know. Now, what do you say I get us a nice bottle of wine, we crawl up there on the couch, and we talk about how we're going to prevent these feelings from coming...
No. I definitely can't do that. Never. See, rule number 1. We have to be very, very careful never to be alone together.
Never be alone together?
Right. That way we'll know that our feelings are in check. Got it?
Right.
Good. Well, that means I need to go now.
Well, Tina...
I'm really glad that we got this, settled. Okay? Sweet dreams.
Yeah, right. Sweet dreams. Oh, I want you, Tina. God, I want you. As long as we're brother and sister, you are never going to let it happen. And if I tell you the truth, well, then I'll lose everything. So all right, I can't have her. I cannot. Or can I?
Say that actions speak louder than words. And look at this. This is the ring that you gave me. You say there's never going to be a wedding. I'm never taking this ring off.
I really wish it were that simple, Rebecca. You love me, at least in part. And I love you. There's no doubt about that.
And why can't we...
Sure, things would be fine as long as we leave Todd out of it. But you love him, Rebecca. Now, you think you can lie to yourself about that. But you know it, and so does Todd. I didn't want to say this because I thought it would hurt you so much. But Todd is a part of your past. He's a part of your life now, and he's a part of your future. I'm not. I can't be. But I do love you. Goodbye.
Oh, great.